Omo, how far na waiting this up? I want make we yarn about latest transfers concerning Nigerian players live here. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You are watching Sports Corner GH quickly. Let's jump into it and begin with Wilfred Ndidi. Wilfred Ndidi plays for Leicester City, and in the last summer, he signed a 3-year contract with the club. But in that contract, he made sure to have an escape route just in case Leicester City got relegated. So in his contract, he had a relegation release clause of 9 million euros. As I'm speaking to you now, Leicester City are relegated from the EPL, and next season they are going to compete in the Championship. Wilfred Ndidi does not want to play the Championship with Leicester City. So as I'm speaking to you now, 3 clubs have shown interest to trigger that relegation release clause. According to Ben Jacobs, these 3 clubs are Manchester United, Everton, and Saudi Arabian club Al Ahly, where Roberto Firmino plays his football. For Manchester United, their reason is very simple. They are not playing European football. They are looking to get the team back where it's supposed to be. And looking at their midfield, Manuel Ugarte is not playing particularly well under Ruben Amorim. Kobe Menu does not even know his position under the system. Casemiro is getting older. So they are looking for a cheaper option to bring, someone with experience. If you take a look at Wilfred Ndidi's age, he is just 28 years of age. Look at what Thomas Partey is doing at the age of 31. I believe Wilfred Ndidi can also do it at the age of 28. He can still play at the highest peak. A lot of people are going to complain, saying, oh, but he played in Leicester City and they are relegated. Leicester City were just bad. The whole team was just bad. But Wilfred Ndidi is an extremely good player. That is why these 3 clubs have shown interest in him. For Manchester United, they want a cheaper option to bolster their midfield. For Everton, they want to bolster the squad for David Moyes, who was appointed getting to the dying end of last season. For Saudi Arabian club Al Ahly, you know the reason why. They want to promote their league. So they want to bring in experienced players and best of the best into their league. But then, guys, if you were to advise Wilfred Ndidi, which club would you advise him to go? Manchester United, Everton, or Saudi Arabia? Let me know your answers down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from Ndidi and talk about Samuel Chukwueze, who plays for AC Milan in the Italian Serie A. Last season, Samuel Chukwueze scored 3 goals and gave 2 assists in 26 appearances for AC Milan in the Italian Serie A. AC Milan did not do particularly really well, and they sit at 8th position, meaning that next season, they are going to miss out on European football. No UCL for them, no Europa League, no Europa Conference League for AC Milan. And currently in the transfer market, take a look at the players that are moving. Most of them are coming from AC Milan. Tijani Randes, he's leaving. Rafael wants to leave. Their goalkeeper wants to leave. Hernandez wants to leave. So most of their players, their key players want to leave. And it's quite reasonable because if you're not playing European football, AC Milan are going to have difficulty keeping their finances in straight. So they are making sure to put key players on the market so they can balance their books. Now, what we hear is that the club that have shown serious interest in Samuel Chukwueze is Real Betis. Real Betis made an offer for Samuel Chukwueze and it was rejected. Now, the reason why it was rejected is very simple. In 2023, when AC Milan went to Villarreal to sign Samuel Chukwueze, they signed him for 21.1 million euros plus potential 7 million add-ons. They are hoping to get exactly the same amount or an amount closer to that. So what they told Real Betis is that your first bid, you are going to reject it. But as you go, make sure to note that Samuel Chukwueze's price is 15 million euros. Excluding add-ons. If you're adding add-ons, it should add up to the amount we paid for him when we signed him from Villarreal. So currently, as I'm speaking to you now, Real Betis have gone back to do their things very well and make sure they come back with a second bid for Samuel Chukwueze. Now, Samuel Chukwueze is seen as a replacement for Anthony at Real Betis. We also saw what Anthony did at Real Betis last season. And now Anthony has returned back to Manchester United. So Real Betis are looking to replace the player and they have identified Samuel Chukwueze. Now, this is the situation with the player. But this is also an opportunity for Bologna, who are currently observing the situation of Samuel Chukwueze. I'll make sure to bring you more updates concerning this in my next video. Now, let's move away from Samuel Chukwueze and talk about Rafael Onyedika. Rafael Onyedika, last season with Club Brugge, was fantastic. We saw him in the UCL, played extremely well for Club Brugge. We saw him in the Belgium League, played extremely well. Now, with his performances, clubs have shown interest in him. Now, the first club that have shown interest in him is West Ham. West Ham are in talks with Club Brugge and also the player to sign him as a replacement for Thomas Soucek, who is said to leave the club this particular summer because Leeds United are interested in the player. So he's coming in as a replacement for Thomas Soucek in the West Ham team. Rafael Onyedika would love to play for the London-based team. That is the truth. But West Ham are facing strong competition from AC Milan. AC Milan are looking to replace Tijani Reinders, and they have also identified Rafael Onyedika as a suitable replacement for him. So as I'm speaking to you now, two clubs have shown interest in Rafael Onyedika. One, West Ham, two, AC Milan. Currently, the player has 2 years left on his contract. And I'm sure Club Brugge want to get as much money as they can for the player now, because if he's left with his 1 year more on his contract, the value is going to drop. So this is the best time to sell the player. So guys, this is the current update concerning Rafael Onyedika's transfer. We are going to follow up on this and bring you more updates concerning the player. Let's move on from that and talk about Victor Osimhen, who scored 37 goals in 41 appearances for Galatasaray across all competition. Now we know what is going on between Al Hilal and Victor Osimhen. He has rejected bid upon bid upon bid from the club. It was just so clear. Victor Osimhen did not want to go to Saudi Arabia in that particular point. So as I'm speaking to you now, Al Hilal have forgotten about Victor Osimhen now because their next target is to play in the Club World Cup. Now, this creates an opportunity for clubs to sign Victor Osimhen, and there are 3 clubs who are currently preparing their proposal for Victor Osimhen. Club number 1 is Liverpool. Club number 2 is Chelsea. Club number 3 is Manchester United. For Liverpool, they are looking to replace Darwin Núñez, who is likely to leave the club at the end of the season, with Victor Osimhen. Club number 3 is Manchester United. We all know Højlund is going to leave the club to Juventus. So definitely, they want to replace him adequately. Either Victor Gyökeres or Victor Osimhen. Number 3 is Chelsea. Chelsea were not able to sign the Dortmund player. So right now, they are back on the radar of Victor Osimhen. So 3 clubs who are currently back in pursuit for Victor Osimhen. I just hope this is just done in time. It's dragging out too long. But then, guys, this is the current update concerning Victor Osimhen. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Umar Sadiq. Umar Sadiq. Now, let me tell you about Umar Sadiq. Umar Sadiq is a player for Real Sociedad. But then in the mid-season, he left on loan to Valencia. Now, the reason why he left on loan is very simple. 1, because of frequent injuries. 2, because of limited game time. Now, he played a total of 482 game minutes with Real Sociedad before leaving on loan. He was not getting enough game time. This is a player Real Sociedad signed for 20 million from Almeria. And he was not giving them what they expected. So what? They decided to send him on loan to Valencia. At Valencia, in 16 games, he scored 5 goals. He was very crucial for Valencia to keep their hopes alive in the Spanish La Liga. Other than that, they could have been easily relegated. So they fought for a position in the Spanish La Liga. And it was Umar Sadiq that helped them do that. Now, his season has come to an end. His loan has come to an end as Valencia. Valencia did not exercise the purchase option because they felt like it was too much for them to pay. Financially, they couldn't meet that, so they had to allow the player leave back to his parents' club, Real Sociedad. Now, when he got to Real Sociedad, the coach made it known to the player that, Umar Sadiq, you're not part of my plans. So the coach made it known to the player, you are not part of my plans. I would love for you to go to another club on loan again. And what we hear is Getafe. Getafe are interested in signing the player. Now, Getafe was part of the clubs that were interested in signing the player on loan in Germany. And then he decided to go to Valencia. Now, Getafe are back. They have revived their interest in Umar Sadiq, who had a successful loan spell with Valencia. Now, the team, the Getafe, wants Umar Sadiq on loan with an option to buy. And currently, discussions are going on. So we'll make sure to follow up on this and bring you more updates concerning Umar Sadiq's move to Getafe. So guys, this is the latest update I have for you concerning Nigerian players in the transfer market. Let me know what you think about this down below in the comments, because I have more for you in my next video. So please make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. We'll make sure to bring you more updates concerning transfers, concerning Nigerian players. My name is Adam. Thanks for watching. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.